Alrighty, good morning everyone, and welcome back. We're still playing OTTD on a 2K map, and we're trying to build up a connection between most things. I actually realized hotels do count as primary industry, so there's that. You will have to do all of those as well. However, going back to this little piggy, we're basically not making enough money because the infrastructure is way too expensive. And I don't yet want to kill off infrastructure. So what I was thinking is actually try to get some metal work running now that we have our steel yard, steel mill, somewhere, somewhere here in the yonder. So we've connected a bunch of scrap yards. Actually, have a look at this. So we're making 400 tons of steel, and actually not yet iron, not yet coal. So I'm thinking if we attempt to connect, well, one thing is where's the metal works, and you need steel and chemicals, because there are somewhere, or are there reasonable sized cities like this wild warmer. Actually, I could stuff here. They might just hate me for it. There are reasonable sized cities, and they are doing engineering supplies and chemicals. So while it's a little close in terms of we make better money transporting things farther away, this might not be a terribly stupid idea. Okay, so that's that. I need so scrapyards are generally covered. I mean, okay, this one's new. And I think it should actually be casually pulled into the loop. Because why not? Make sure it's electric train, not a bridge. Clearly, my coffee hasn't kicked in yet. I think I said goods. How am I with money? Money's okay. Money is okay. Fine. So all this is going in here. Fine. Fine. Okay, so if train's still supposed to come from the right, then the way this is going to go is that we'll feed one in here. Alright. Before I do this, it's obviously not going to work. Great. Come on. Sure. So that goes. I'm going to restrict to 10 long signals because signal maintenance is £4 each per year, and it's just prohibitively expensive. Like, some of this is going to bite very hard very soon. Where do you come out? Here. I just don't like hard turns. In like, worst case, I'll obviously take down infrastructure costs to more manageable, such as that low. And that's not going to work either because he posted MFG. Joy. I mean, I could obviously just bridge this, which is precisely what I'm going to do. I can't do that. Yeah, more hard turns. All the things I don't want. Come on. Yeah, so if, if stuff needs doing, i.e. tuning down maintenance costs, then such is life. But I think we're now at the stage where I can just pretty much, well, it's not I can, it's I have to start thinking about making more money. I think 5's going to be okay. And the other thing is that I casually mentioned this, but there's absolutely no point in. Yeah, let's go with 1. Absolutely no point in upgrading these big boys, which is the engine called the big boy, because as long as the carriages are limited to 80k max, this is already 6,000 horsepower and 600 kn. So, yeah, at best, we'll go up to 90k, I think, or 100 significantly later. Like when, I don't even know when, like 4th generation stuff comes out, but I think it will be a long time. But equivalently, there's not much point in downgrading stuff, because the way template replacement works is as template as incoming. Fitted to first go good old train. So, unless I totally misunderstand this whole thing. So the problem is that, obviously everything loses value over time. As in, not just engines lose their value, but so do carriages. So if I was to say downgrade the engine, it would still cost me £500,000 each, but the used cost of this would be very little. And the way template replacement works, I think, is that you get a brand new train. So you get new carriages, even though you're template replacing two identical stuff, which, is pretty useless. I mean, it just doesn't serve our purpose. So that's our steel mill. No further scrap yards. And I clearly must have. Yeah, I must have missed out on a whole bunch of these, or they're new. I just casually didn't bother. I mean, that would be a thing. This is where I'm kind of starting to think. Can I? Oh, but there's not much point because there's a station here. Duh. Idiot. I was about to mumble that I could just grab this and put it up here, but, if trains don't stop here, then... How full are you? Not really full. No, not engine ID. I don't think we have any of the good ones. Oh, we do, kind of. You take 27, 80 tons, and this does. So I could do like 4 or 5 of these. Oh, why don't we do that? So I want things. Go away. I want that. Like this is already doing 80k. I know it's off, and that's on purpose. And that's fine. So what we'll do, how's this? I want you to come here if how no no it's a conditional order jump. Yes. Jump to order when that is 100, aka, and you cannot auto timetable with conditional orders. Well, I don't care. So basically, don't stop here if there's no point in stopping here, right? Do I even care? No. You really kind of dislike me. I mean, I still have to pay for the roads as well in terms of maintenance. Boneyard, something. Right. Well, welcome to our first non-passenger vehicles. Now. Oh, okay. The even bigger ones. Marv. Do that. And transfer. No, not there. Transfer here. I think three's plenty. Coverage, cargo, go. You, yeah, you don't particularly like me. Oh well. Can't please everyone. Okay, we'll deal with these later. They're kind of farther out enough that I'm not going to do this right now. I wanted coal mines and I wanted a whole bunch of them. And I don't want the town names. There's nothing here? Map generation is just so weird. Like, this literal half of the map has nothing related to... Look at that. Am I? Yeah, map gens are really questionable. look at that. There's this line where things just end. I mean, if it might remember what I did, but yeah, okay, fine. How do I do all? Sure. Like, there's plenty of industries. It's not that the map's empty. It's just that there are no mines. But you know, I mean, if the map was hilly or something, I'd say, okay, maybe. And then you could say, you know, the west part or left side or whatever, you know, that quarter or fifth of the map is flat. Okay, you know, stuff happens. What the hell? Okay, that's kind of the problem because I'm pulling in a bunch of new things. I then need to start connecting more towns. You know, I'm kind of okay with money, but how about we? Where do I even go? I come someplace not here. I'm coming this way. I mean, there's the obvious. I could just pull stuff in, but okay, fine. Why don't we just say we have to connect a shed load of towns? Are you any good? No. You're out, buddy. Are you any good? Vaguely. How about you? Vaguely. I'm going to say we kind of do a circle here. But the other thing is, really, just for us to make money, I said none, steel mill, metalworks. So if I wanted to come up, I know I said this, but just for the sake of distances. Ah, shh. Like this is in the middle of a bloody farm. And this is slightly better suited because there's a river. Do I have reasonable sized places here? I'm kind of thinking this spot. No, I said it's a farm, which means that obviously goes to a farm. Yeah. So you need metalworks needs chemicals. I mean, having it, yeah, even stuff like rivers is kind of meh, because I can always build canals and so on and so on. You know, I don't care. I am going to start putting things here. So I think in terms of metalworks, it's just going to be no such thing as. I could bring steel, but that gets consumed. My cat wants to jump on my shelf. Well, if it's a load off station, not free flight, it's going to be. Okay, I mean, I can tentatively. Yeah, well, there's nothing stopping me from making a 40 wide station, really. We're just going to drop stuff up here. Wasn't Axolotls in Dune, or whichever version of Dune? So the other thing is I need. Well, I need stuff. Nope. Steel. This is so badly in the way. I can't see. Like, I'm trying to line things up. No, there's absolutely no. Can't see shit. Ah. Okay, so what we'll do is this will need to be extended at a future point. Yeah, but brilliant. Sure. I know it's shorter, but I don't care. Cool. Like one of these will be plenty enough. I think I said these need to be like 10, 15 long. This town, this whole thing is somewhat so in the wrong place. But more to the point, I need this lined up. Okay. Not that I really need that tunnel, but yeah. What was that? Slight bug. Sånt so that. We're obviously going to pull like 10 long from here, because yeah, slight glitch. At least it doesn't crash. 12 long. I don't think I need that. 10 long. No. I think the issue is that some of these don't really work together, these new GRFs. Okay, well, you're not going anywhere yet, so I'm not even casually going to bother going on with that stuff. Oh, joy. Now, how do I even get there? Cat, stop trying to kill my things. She's being naughty. blue farmlands. Of course. Actually, I want to build this out. So it gives me an idea as to what is going on. So 15-ish long. So obviously that in the way. So okay. Who doesn't like challenges? You know what? I don't care. Someone remind me why I need these. Like, I know I need it on the way out because of the signals, but I don't actually think I need it on the way in. Nope. Don't do that. I mean, I don't really need that either, because it just needs to be bleached, doesn't it? Because I can do good for you. So the whole point is this goes out one way, this goes out the other way. This is body 15. And then, hey, come on. We cross over and we cross over, and it's a little too long, but no one actually cares. Did I totally miss this? Well, don't bleeping stop here, okay? Saw that. Okay, fine. I'm going to go down this. That was me. Not as I'm going to go down this whole place. I don't want to go down this whole place. Like, there's a town and it's kind of silly. Stating the obvious, there's a town there too, but you know, towns have this weird tendency that they just happen. I swear, officer, there was a town. It wasn't there before. And on the note of shocking news, stuff has to go back. I can feel the coffee working. Okay, where am I? Precisely nowhere. Where's the town? Not yet. Bye-bye. No, not have to. Now, tell me, why are you not connected to the terms? Even better, where are the terms? This is puddle bacon. Yeah. Yeah, so going back to the evergreen topic, hotels would need to be connected. Stores don't necessarily have to be connected because they're not primary industries. They don't actually generate stuff. Yeah. I kind of need to come from this way, otherwise I'm not going to know what I'm doing. And this was the in line. We'll have to cross over. In which case, let's not waste. Good. Yes. And this is basically a separate station, so it has to go not quite spot, not quite the same spot. Okay, fine. I mean, I could just auto build, not fully auto build. Yeah, you could can do that, but it's so weird. I never got my head around polyline. I mean, even this is a little, and I think that's another bug. Nah, this is going to get crazy busy. Ah, that won't work. This might work. Am I going to severely regret this choice? So we can't come down here, but I could head down. Oh, there's already a bridge. Oh, I totally did not do this, did I? Great. You guys hate me yet? Yeah, it's a little counter-intuitive setup, but F it. I'm not rebuilding that tunnel again. that is money, and that's still not going to work. And you know how it goes, definition of madness, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. There you go. Yeah, I know it doesn't cost nothing, because if it comes in here, yeah, no, fine, just do it that way. I need to define steel, and what I'm going to do, for the sake of not wasting an absolute shitload of money, is that the first initial one, yeah, it's too cheap. I effed up somewhere. Or not. No, it seems okay. So I was starting to say, what we're going to do is that the first train is going to go in full load. Or is it? I'm just conscious of wasting a literal £1 million. Because if I plop down a new order train and then we just loop down the whole thing, it's only going to be back in a year. Probably less than that, but yeah, it's going to be a while before it's back. Like a pretty long while, that is. I'm already losing track of what's going on. I think it was this. Yeah. Where are you? Okay, let's... I should probably just hide everything. I think this is an overkill. Not that. Yeah, I'm going to start hiding stuff that I really don't want. Or not, it's just too many. I'm thinking someone good at physics wants to do calculations on the sensibility of I don't think 10.1 matters, but well, how about you fill up and go, just so that we kind of get on with stuff. So you're going to need chemicals. Stay here. I should just viewport. Yeah, there you go. We're doing 1,000 tons of steel, and that's largely because we now have 2 of the 3 things we want. I don't actually know game mechanics, and I should either ask or read up on this. Like, you know, if I bring in a lot more coal, am I going to get a lot more steel meal, or it's just that it has to be some of all? I don't know. Curious about this little guy. It's even making money. Marv. Okay, let's say coal, and let's say scrap. And I'm going to rename this to something so it's always on the top. That's cool. Scrap. I'm pretty sure this is not going to be 1,100 tons this month because I'm kind of watching and nothing's happening. And then it departs. Fine. Okay. So where was the nearest port? I'm sure there was one. Yeah. It's pretty meh. China clay food. There's another port. And third one. I see, that's largely why I wanted to pick this, because what we're going to do now is it here? Is it here? Build the dock. I'm listening to some weird music, that's for sure. Okay. Yeah, it's flat. Good for it. No, I don't want canals. I want this. Now I want canals. Cat sitting on the other laptop. Okay. So we'll. This is even better. I can make food. Oh, good. Then I can pretty much. So you want goods, and this generates goods. Okay. Bit loopy. I mean, I know that means a bunch of things, but let's just take it at face value. I don't know if it doesn't matter really, does it? Sod it. Okay, so this is some crappy fishing ground. 20 tons of freight. 46. Okay, well, you do that, buddy. Hello, cat. Don't even think about jumping on my laptop. This is one port, isn't it? Yes. One counterport. Kind of thinking. So I still don't know if you just need, if you need any goods. Magic boat gold. I need to hit up on this. Okay, fine. Let's say goods, but not make it too crazy large. 96. I can promise you we'll be making more than a bit that one when things kick in. Where are you? You know what? No. I mean, yes, but can you do chemicals? You can't. Is there one that could do chemicals? There's Hopetown, Eddystone, Altimeter. So Altimeter can do both. It's just large. Well, never mind. Orbit passenger. And fine. Actually, there is orbit passenger. The thing is, it's like dreadfully slow and it costs 8k a year. VS. And all of these are pretty slow. Can we, like, cargo capacity or something? Now I'm going to do this. So pick up and go here. And I don't really understand some of this, but fine. So then refit to chemicals. And this is refit to goods, and there's our train. Well, one of them anyway. Okay. I'm going to clone 3 of these. Okay, well, you go away. This was obviously the bad choice. And then you, instead of going to wherever, you're going to go delete, delete, and refit to chemicals. Yes, I don't want to move it. And then this one, delete and go farther out. Here, also refit to chemicals. You made very little food. Right. Joy. I mean, I can get a little more. A lot more, really. Which we shall, because we need. Why do I even bother? I have ships. Duh. Okay, we'll take 3. Okay, go. You go there, wherever that might be. You go there and now what is going on with our train? You've actually made money, which means you've been here, which means there must be an absolute affluent of. Let's do that. Just abuse the goodwill of gods. I mean, yeah, timetabling is going to have to work out itself, but I don't want to come back here. Partially because we are at the end of the video. But there are a few things I still want, namely, I don't even know which one's less expensive to maintain. There are a bunch of ports here. Yeah, no, very nice. I'm not replacing stuff. 36 tons rubbish. Definitely want to pull this one in. I just don't know which one's less expensive. I mean, the other thing is we can kind of cheat because things I do have to pay for and things I don't have to pay for. I don't have to pay for this. It bugs my OCD. Shut up. And now magically our problem is solved. Like canals or and aqueducts are crazy expensive to maintain. So if I can get away with not having to, it's a bit of a bonus. You do 140 tons a month. I'm not. Okay. How about this is the end? And thanks for watching. We've hopefully extended stuff a little. And I'm going to get the goods elsewhere from here. I just want to see this come in. And once this comes in, that's it for the day. But now we're hopefully making a little better source of income. Come on. I could just speed it up, but give me money. Money. Good. Okay. Great. I'm rich. So yeah, as I said, thanks for watching, and leave comments and interact in any other way you please. Subscribe, like, share, spread the word, and I shall see you on next time. Thanks for watching.